Earlier this year, a student activist was shot dead by the security guard at DUT due to a long protest where the students were demanding free quality education. According to the Independent Electoral Commission of South Africa (IEC) stats, the number of young people who have registered to vote has dropped drastically by almost half from 2014 general elections. We visited a voting station in Umlazi and got a chance to speak to one of the EFF representatives, who explained why there is such a decline in the youth in participating to vote.
The needs of South African youths, they are surely not met by the current government. There is 23% of the youth which is unemployed as we are sitting today. That is a very lot, and majority of them, we are going to find them in the province of KwaZulu-Natal because we are one of the biggest provinces in the country. So this tells you that there is no will from government. All they do is they want to give you small incentives in terms of EPWPs, youth. Now, because it's elections, we have had something we have never had before of the youth fund, which we all know is just going to be money, which is going to be manipulated through processes. So youth is undermined by tender processes, because tenders, what they do, they are just short-term solutions to what we face as young people in this country.
Julius Malema also visited DUT during the election campaigns, and this is what he had to say about the youth.
Hi, we want the old man, we want Mandela. Mandela is no more. When you go inside as an old person, say, we want the young ones, because they still have energy. They will go and fetch the land for us.
After that, we headed to Montclair Primary, where we find Mark Soashenka, who is a Democratic Alliance representative, and he also told us more about the youth.
Yes, we do have a lot of youth. I've been at the rally, our manifesto launch at Johannesburg, and from what I've gathered there, we had a stadium packed to capacity of 25,000 people, and a good percentage of them were the youth. So I think the youth are now looking at the Democratic Alliance because of our policy, whereby it states freedom, fairness, and opportunities for all. We're not targeting one particular age group or one race. It's equal opportunities for all, and I think that is what attracting the youth to come and join the DA. My take or my opinion on this is the youth of today are despondent. If you look at opportunities, they feel, why vote? When I finish studying, there is no jobs. So what is the reason? And this is creating voter apathy. If you look at the Fees Must Fall campaign, which the children were promised by the ex-outgoing president, but that does not materialize. So this is the feeling amongst the youth, especially our students, as to vote for what. It doesn't help them qualifying in whatever field they desire and getting a job thereafter.
Sipho Mdletshe, a former ward committee member from Umlazi Mega City, also did testify that the organization, which is the ANC, the elder generation, tend to vote more than the youth.
Kodwa-ke abantu abadala sinesiko nje lokuthi abantu abadala abalayo bona abakuthanda kakhulu ukuvota, abagqugquzelwa, abadinga ukuphushwa, bayakuthanda ukuvota futhi-ke baningi. Kuyenzeka automatically ngezimo zomsebenzi, because le ihostela ehlala abantu abasebenzi abaseyinkampanini ezihlukahlukene, so iningi labo abangakampeshi abantu abadala abangaphezulu kweminyaka yobusha, baningi nje bona ngesibalo sabo, and futhi baya-understanda into yokuvota, bayi-understand into yepolitiki, so bona bavota ngobuningi ngenxa yobuningi babo nje ngokwenamba. Nayo intsha ke ikhona ngoba ikhona ifundayo, ikhona nesemathubeni okufuna imisebenzi, kodwa abantu abaningi abavota kakhulu abantu abadala bayaphuma bavuka ekuseni baze beyogcina abanye sebebuya emsebenzini babuye bezo.
You look at the debacle we had in regards to student accommodation. I know of incidents where we had to go and help children that were left stranded here, no admission, no fees paid, accommodation not paid for. They were left without food. The parents left them here knowing that arrangements were made. So I would gladly say that there's nothing for the youth with the current government. They're not doing much. Even NSFAS, late payments and so forth, it's really becoming a challenge for the students.
We also bumped into Umqondisi Mieni, who is also a journalism third-year student, and he's worried about the high unemployment rates, and this is what he had to say for himself.
I didn't vote because angisibonanga isidingo sokuvota since i-freedom siyithole ngo-1994, but angikaze ngibona umehluko mina. Bawubheka abantu ilife yabo emakhaya ayikashintshi namanje, but still sino government okuthiwa ulokhuzana u-free, sine democracy and all that, but there's still no difference emphakathini esiphila kuyona. So why kumele ngivote? Because it's more like ukumosha isikhathi. So yeah.
Can you please state your name and tell us why you're not voting this year?
Okay, my name is Nosmilo Gumete. Yeah, the reason why I'm not voting, it's because firstly, I don't like the line. I don't like standing in queues, and it's hard, so I cannot deal with that. Two, I feel like this whole voting situation should be in digital, because you can vote in bed and stuff. Yeah, because we've got things to do other than voting, other than standing in lines. We've got things to do.
To assess the outcome of 2019 election results, we had a conversation with Sibongiseni Nkomo from IAC, who holds a role of being PEO officer, to find out more of the recent election results.
We provide a ballot paper and a ballot box for wherever you are registered. So technically, if everyone went to where they are supposed to go, the lines and everything that you talk about won't be there. I voted. I still stood on a queue where I'm registered. I did not spend more than 10 minutes at a voting station, which means the system itself works properly. Where we have issues is when a system is going to be augmented by, let's say, we said in this voting station we should have 600 people, so we send 700 ballot papers. But 1,000 people turn up. We don't have the other 400 for those people. And we don't know where they come from. Because if we knew where they come from, it would be easier to take those and bring them here. But it's that then